Guramagat, Chair, and thank you, Minister, and all of your team for bringing forward this legislation. It is really important. I speak as a former local authority member myself, who, when pregnant, was in the chamber. When I was in the labour ward over in the Rotunda, my absence was noted and it was reported. And it's unfair. It's an unfair pressure that it puts on local authority members, that they feel torn between their duties and their responsibilities, which they have fought for and really value, and their nature calls. So it's really important. Local authority members are the backbone of our democracy in their local communities. They're people who come forward and stand up for others. They speak for their immediate local community, but their wider local authority area, and they contribute to national and international developments and debates as well. So they provide an incredibly important role, and they're ordinary people, men and women, who, from whatever their background, be it professional, be it as a teacher or as a nurse or carer, whatever, they come forward and they contribute. And I think the contribution they make to our democracy and to the delivery of government at a local level is invaluable. So it's only right that they would enjoy the basic rights of other workers, and in this instance specifically for maternity leave. But I think it is also very important that this piece of legislation accommodates also the need that can arise in exceptional circumstances for a temporary substitution. It hasn't been in place, and it wouldn't be fair either on the individual, that they feel compromised and torn between different demands and responsibilities that they have, but it's also not fair on the local area that they represent if their place goes unfilled, if their local representative is, for whatever extraneous reasons, unable to attend. So I commend you, I support this legislation, and I'm just wondering if in the final draft of the legislation, are you going to be so specific as to identify what some of those exceptional circumstances would be to qualify, or are you going to leave it as a broader statement and a matter for each local authority to determine whether or not the request is justified? But well done, and Guramagat.
Thank you, Senator Fitzpatrick. Minister, please. Thank
you, Cathaoirleach, and all your points are very valid and well made, Senator Fitzpatrick. We're hoping to obviously bring it in relation to sick leave as well, so the explicit wording will be absent due to illness or in good faith to cover other areas that you've referred to, which is very important, because if you have someone undergoing chemotherapy or someone who's very ill, again, if they had a protracted absence, it's very unfair that the council would have to give a resolution to accommodate them. And one point which you've made there is very important about the substitute. There was discourse prior to us engaging in drafting a general scheme about, if you just change the 6 months, well, then maternity leave will be there for women. But as you rightly point out, if, for argument's sake, a council is going through a material contravention, they need a 2/3 majority and it's very tight, a woman who would be on maternity leave wouldn't have that legislative framework underpinning that absence, or wouldn't have the option of a substitute, could feel under pressure to attend the chamber because that vote could be tight in their respective communities. So what we've done here again is provided choice for women so that they can so choose what suits them best as they go about caring for their new infant.